It's the time for WION Newsroom now, and joining me is Adya Chuneja, who will break down the big business stories shaping your money and the economy, Nikita Singh, who will give us all the updates from the world of technology, and Vidur Kathuria, who will take us through all the action from the world of sports. We begin with Adya for the business developments.
Well, thank you, Kripa. From oil prices rising on fresh supply risks to shipping through the Strait of Hormuz falling to just 8 vessels a day and Russia turning to India for gasoline. Well, here are the key global business stories shaping markets today. Starting with energy, oil prices are rising as uncertainty over the US-Iran peace deal and fresh attacks on shipping raise concerns over Gulf supplies. Now, Brent rose to around $89.66 a barrel. Oil benchmarks have now reached their highest levels since 31st of July, after rising more than 5% since the start of the week. But a sharp build in US crude stockpiles could limit the rally. Industry data showed US crude inventories rising by about 9.1 million barrels last week, far above market expectations. Meanwhile, the Strait of Hormuz remains a major concern flashpoint. Just 8 vessels transited the strait on Tuesday, the lowest daily count in a week according to Kepler. That compares with around 130 to 140 vessels a day before the war. With the waterway still largely disrupted, markets are balancing supply risks against rising US inventories. And finally, Russia is now turning to India for gasoline as Ukrainian attacks disrupt its domestic refining capacity. Kepler data shows Russia received its first gasoline shipment from India on 5th of August. Russia's refinery runs fell to around 3.6 million barrels a day in the month of July, about a third below the seasonal norm. Moscow has also restricted gasoline and diesel exports to prioritize domestic consumers. Well, the emergence of Indian-fueled cargoes highlights how two major conflicts are now rewriting global energy trade flows. And that is it in business. Now, for all the tech updates, it's over to you, Nikita.
Thanks so much, Adya. First up, Ryanair will use Google's Gemini AI and DeepMind models across its operations under a new 5-year cloud partnership. The Irish airline will roll out Google Workspace and Google Cloud services to around 35,000 employees to help improve operations. Ryanair says AI agents will help with crew scheduling, automate some operational decisions, and reduce disruptions. The airline will also use Google DeepMind models, including Alpha Evolve and WeatherNext, for fleet operations and maintenance scheduling. The deal adds Google Cloud to Ryanair's existing Amazon Web Services setup as the airline looks to improve resilience and support its growth. Next up, Spotify will start adding AI persona badges to some artist profiles from mid-September to show listeners whether an artist represents an AI-generated persona. Now, the badge will appear on artist profiles in search results and on tracks across playlists. Artists can also disclose their AI persona status through Spotify for Artists, while Spotify will review profiles that appear to use photorealistic AI-generated identities. Now, AI personas will be excluded from Spotify's editorial and algorithmic recommendations by default unless users already follow them. Spotify says the badge will focus on the artist's public identity, not whether AI was used to create the music. And finally, Anthropic will start watermarking text generated by its AI models, including Claude, to comply with new European Union rules. Now, the company says all models released after August 2nd will automatically include watermarking for AI-generated text and files. The watermark will remain with the text when users copy and paste it and may survive some editing. For files, Anthropic will use the C2PA open standard to identify AI-generated content. The move follows the EU AI Act's new transparency requirements, which aim to make AI-generated content easier for other systems to identify. Well, that's it from the world of tech. Now, my colleague Vidur will be bringing you through some sports updates across the globe. Over to you, Vidur.
Thank you so much, Nikita. First up, Cristiano Ronaldo has married his longtime girlfriend Georgina Rodriguez at a civil ceremony in Portugal. The couple, who have been together since 2016 after meeting in Madrid, and they posted a picture on Instagram showing off their rings. The couple were married in Cascais, a coastal resort town about 20 miles west of the Portuguese capital, Lisbon, with the ceremony attended by their 5 children. 41-year-old Ronaldo tied the knot with 32-year-old Georgina just 4 days before the Saudi Pro League season begins. Staying with football, the European club football season is here. Champions League winners PSG will take on reigning Europa League champions Aston Villa in the UEFA Super Cup later today. The match is set to be played at the Red Bull Arena in Salzburg, Austria. PSG won the UEFA Super Cup last year as well and are favourites to get the better of Villa. Meanwhile, Aston Villa are in the Super Cup for the first time in 44 years, having won it in their only previous appearance in 1982. The match will be refereed by Somalia's Omar Artan, who was denied entry into the US for the World Cup. Artan was subsequently assigned to officiate in the UEFA Super Cup. And finally, the Indian Cricket Board (BCCI) has confirmed that Afghanistan will quote-unquote host India in a 3-match T20I series in New Delhi in September. The 3-match T20I series, which is considered as Afghanistan's home series, will be played on September 13th, 15th and 17th. All 3 matches will be played at the same venue in Delhi. The 3-match T20I series has cast serious doubts over India's proposed tour of Bangladesh, which is scheduled for the first half of September. Well, that's it in the world of sport. It's back to you, Kripa.
Thank you so much, Vidur, for getting us the latest developments from the world of sports, as well as Nikita for sharing all that's happening in the world of technology. And finally, Adhya for getting us the latest updates from the world of markets and economy and business. With that, we wrap up this bulletin, but more news and updates waiting for you on the other side. Stay tuned to WION World is One. Thank you for watching.